Congratulations, Supergirl. You did the impossible. You made me actually feel something for Jimmy/Guardian. Welcome to the heart of the stories we tell. My name is Rob, and tonight I will be reviewing Supergirl Episode 20, City of Lost Children. And tonight they did what I think was pretty amazing. We had a Jimmy Olsen episode that had a solid theme and made me feel for the character. I even felt bad when Manhunter laid into him at the beginning. I'm like, gee, John, you're kind of rough on him. Then I remembered how rough I've been on him over the last couple of months. Alright, well, we also got an advancement of the Daxmite story in a way I didn't see coming entirely, and we have the answers to what our season finale is building towards. But all of that wrapped in what I think is one of the very nice, tight-themed episodes. So let's talk about it, but first, throw this up. So once again, it's stop. Spoiler time. Ba-dun-dun-dun. So Jimmy feels like Guardian is more like Batman than Super... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I meant Clark's dark friend, since we can't say Batman for some reason. Although there's part of me that wonders why we haven't just started calling him Bruce the way secret identities are thrown around. And we didn't see Guardian's partner at all tonight. I find that interesting because I think that she'd be a pretty good way of giving the whole alien aspect and the feeling of how things are going. But anyway, the whole thing was basically a big nod towards how he feels like he isn't inspiring. He's just causing fear. But instead of talking about specifics about the episode, I want to talk about the general theme. Tonight was all about finding your place in the world. Jimmy feeling the whole Batman vibe, and Lena feeling like she was living in her brother's shadow. Neither of them were in a good place. And you know what? It's something a lot of people can really relate to, myself included. It's kind of easy to be down on yourself when you're not thinking things through. Now, of course, James and Lena both have everything going for them, to the point where anyone that's really got any adversity in their life would probably laugh at the person who's a award-winning photojournalist and the head of a corporation and the person who's a scientific genius, thinking that they have to live in the shadow of the others. But then again, they're also living in the shadows of some pretty great and powerful people. Technically, Guardian isn't Superman. Guardian isn't even Batman. And at the same time, where Lena can do no wrong, she also still has the whole mommy issue. And let's be honest, that's exactly what the Daxmite mother was playing on. Not just tonight, but this whole time. The entire thing of she needs someone to approve of her, someone to give her that little oomph, to let her be the Luthor she knows she can be. And she is getting better. Meanwhile, of course, we have the fact that the woman is crazy and killed her own husband, and, well, all sorts of craziness. I do have to hand it to the episode. Jimmy bonding with the kid was kinda cool. I personally think that Wynn would have been better at bonding with him because, like he pointed out, hey, I was in an interrogation room like that once not too long ago because my father was a wanted criminal. Well, oh, no, I'll just sit here and let Jimmy totally bond with the kid because that's the trick. Even though I'm the one who came up with the cool device that can block telepathic and telekinetic powers so that we could save the day in the end. But no, we can let Jimmy do this. Meanwhile, we also got a pretty good look at a new weakness for Martian Manhunter. That device that goes wong and he's stuck in his own head. I wonder how much of that is just literally to take the character out of the fight because they have too many powerhouses with Mon-El and Supergirl in there. And let's not forget, Guardian may not be Batman, but that suit does give him a lot of bonuses. Maybe he actually is up to a Steel level, if nothing else. In fact, that's a question I have for you. Should Jimmy Olsen have been Steel instead of Guardian? It seems more in line with the way he's doing things, and I don't just mean the color thing, but I mean trying to be an inspirational hero is more Steel than Guardian, and at the same time, Guardian has so much tied into Cadmus, and Cadmus was the villain of the season. Now, by the midpoint of the episode, it was kind of obvious what was going on, that the reactor was causing the telepaths to go nuts. But that's okay, because by the end of the episode, it was just, bam, we have a portal open. And where she tricked Lena into thinking that the portal was for her to go home, the portal was actually to multiple locations, I guess, so that she could call a whole fleet here. I'd been working under the assumption that we were going to have a white Martian invasion for this finale, especially with Superman coming back. But it looks like instead we have a Daxmite invasion. And I want to touch on one other moment of the episode, a Mon-El building moment, when he's got the gun on his mom. That was some powerful acting. Let's be honest, it was all in the face. Every word she said had to reflect the anger, the pain on that actor's face, playing Mon-El. And it did. The twinge of, could I, couldn't I? And let's be honest, over on the Arrow reviews, I've been talking all year about when heroes kill, and when it's acceptable to save others. But that's totally not taking into effect the Oedipus complex that comes from exactly what you'd be willing to do for a family member. Could you kill your mom to save 1,000,000 people? Tough question. Well, unless she's really getting on your nerves that day, I guess. With only a few episodes left this season, I assume it's all going to be taken up with the Daxmite invasion. And we might get a handful of subplots here and there, and then some big reveal like we got Mon-El at the end of last season. Hopefully, we're not going to stretch out too far. I'd really like to see what's going on with Linda Carter and Alien President Woman. But for now, that's it for this week. So, I'd like you to subscribe, like, and share this video. And of course, join me here. Leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking about Supergirl and the other shows, as we take a walk through all of the hearts of the stories we tell. Have a good night, and thanks for watching.